Hey guys, Big Red 310 here again.
Basically 6 shows to review today. I was going to include Dragon Gate USA Untouchable, which I've yet to see. I really haven't had the passion to watch Dragon Gate yet at the moment. I had my ROH crave, so I got Fade to Black and Glory of Honor in the mail, which I got off of eBay for like $12. Sorry, Ring of Honor, but you weren't holding any good sales while I wanted them, and I got both of them for $12, so I took that deal in a second. And I went through my Chikara crave. Right now, I'm really going through an old school Ring of Honor crave. I have a bunch of old school ROH shows that I got off of eBay that I haven't seen yet. So once I get my Dragon Gate USA crave again, then I'll watch Untouchable. I just don't want to force myself to watch it just because it's recent and I have to do it for you guys. Yeah. So, till the time being, we're sticking with what we got. All right. Because that's the only way how you can still be a wrestling fan and watch so much wrestling is if you watch different types of wrestling. First, before we get into anything, eBay. Down there below, we have, I believe, 3 or 4 days. 3 days by the time most of you guys see this. 3 days left to bid on all the items, so please go there, check what you like. Go to my previous video. I put everything on there. All those shows are great in my opinion, with some of them being amazing, and one of them, Manhattan Mayhem, probably being one of the best shows in Ring of Honor history. All right, let's get to the reviews. Let's start with Chikara's Cibernetico and Robin. The Dark Cibernetico. I thought this was a really, really good show from Chikara. I didn't think it was great. I mean, I know people are raving about the main event, but I did think the other card was kind of bleh, in my opinion. I mean, I did like the opener between Brodie and Dasher Hatfield a lot more than most people, just because I really like that Brodie storyline. Frightmare versus Johnny Gargano, I thought was fun. Really fun. I really enjoyed that match. I just thought, Johnny Gargano, I mean, I know Lince Dorado couldn't make the shows, and they needed to find a replacement. I just thought for Johnny Gargano's golden... What the hell was that match called? The Rumble match that he won at Young Lions Cup. Whatever, Golden something. Golden Opportunity, I don't know. I thought that would be used like in a more high-profile environment. I didn't think it would just be used, because Lince is not here, go use it on the third match on the show. I mean, because it was a pretty big deal, that Rumble. But, I understand, they needed an opponent, and this made the most sense. And they are having a rematch in a more high-profile situation, probably third from the top, second from the top at the... Is it in the arena? Yeah, it's in the arena this Saturday. Or this Sunday, I think. So yeah, that makes up for it. Then Gerard, Cheech Hernandez, I thought this match was just alright. Cheech Hernandez was supposed to fight Gargano, but because Gargano had to fight Frightmare, they brought in Vin Gerard. Vin Gerard, he really is a good wrestler, but under this unstable gimmick, he's really lazy. It's part of his gimmick. It's just be slower paced to piss off the crowd. And it pisses me off, too, because I know he has talent. You saw that talent in the feud with the Osirian Porter when they feigned being serious. But this is just bothering me. Seriously, the matches aren't fun to watch. Cheech was funny, though. He made up for it. And the Super Match Rose versus Obariyon and Kodama, I thought was a really good match. Probably the second best match in the show. Now, Team BDK versus Team Chikara. I thought this match was amazing. I don't go as high as Sanders with 4 3/4. I don't go high as Nightmare Baller with 5 stars. But I still thought it was incredible. But here's the thing. I mean, I know a lot of you guys are probably going to see this. You're going to see the match, and then you're going to see, what the fuck were those guys smoking? This was nowhere near 4.5. You see, you have to be a Chikara fan, and you have to have seen every show this year, and some shows last year, and understand what the BDK is and why it started. I mean, really, if you're just watching out of the blue, you're not going to think this match is so amazing, but you really have to be so emotionally vested into this match. For instance, I knew the result going in. I didn't know who would win, but I knew which team would win. And I still was super into this match. Most Cibernetico matches are 60 minutes, 70 minutes, 80 minutes. This was 35. And it really, really helped. You had a lot of great wrestlers in here. You had the return of a wrestler, which I don't want to ruin, even though 95% of you know who it is by now. It was really a nice brawl at the beginning. There was a lot of great stuff about this match. A great storyline culminating with one member of one of the teams that was in the end of the match, which I will not ruin. Great stuff in this match throughout. I thoroughly enjoyed this match. Amazing. Incredible. 4.5 stars. I put it number 9 or number 10 on my top 10 matches of 10. But the thing is, I don't think it was oh my god, drop dead, best match. Actually, it was probably still the best match in Chikara history. Yeah, it was the best match in Chikara history. But, I don't quite give it 5, because there were some things I didn't like about the match, but I don't want to go into that now, because the match was amazing. I still give the show 7, 7, 5. Can't quite go in 8. I mean, the match is amazing, and there are some good matches on here, but to me, it's just not enough. I don't know what it is. Maybe this show had 2 extra matches. I don't know.
But to me, I don't know. I mean, I didn't really like the two matches I rated below 3 stars. And the ones I did, I liked, but like I wasn't blown away by it. I was blown away by the main event, though. So I don't know. It really is hard for me to give the show a 7.7, to give the show an 8. I'll stick with a 7.75. Terror, The Neighborhood. This show, in my opinion, is the 3rd worst Chikara show of the year. I put Young Lions Cup 8 Night 1 as the worst. I put Anniversario Zen as the 2nd worst, and then I put this show. This crowd, god awful. Chikara, I don't like telling Chikara to never go back to place. This crowd was horrendous in every which way. Through the first 2 matches, the crowd was dead. And I don't know why they put that unstable match up first, because it didn't really work. The crowd wasn't into it. It was a big, important match. I was really surprised it was the opener. Now, we had a string of good matches. Daizee, Haze, and Sara for Super Smash Bros. Was fun. Really funny. I really love the Super Smash Bros. Their resurgence in Chikara. Incoherence versus F.I.S.T. Again, really fun. Johnny Gargano is such an excellent addition to F.I.S.T. He works so well with the group. You really do think that like he was a member all along, that he and these guys have been teaming for years based on his chemistry with Akuma and with Taylor. It really is amazing. I've never seen anything like it before. The BDK versus Quack and Jigsaw. It's Quack and Jigsaw. What do you expect? Although this had Tursas in it, so they couldn't really do a lot of their high spots. They did them. They just didn't have the same effect because no one knocks down Tursas. It was still a good match, and it was very good storyline-wise. But like, I didn't think it was like... I actually thought it was one of the weaker matches of the year, Quack and Jigsaw. But it's not saying much. It was still really good. Grizzly Redwood versus Dasher Hatfield. I thought this match was okay. You know, it was all right. A lot better than I thought it would be. I thought it would be worse, actually. Eddie Kingston versus Tim Donst. This match really just ruined the show for me. I mean, it was the semi-main event, and in my opinion, it was the 3rd worst match on the show. It was slow. Donst is overrated. I do agree. I do think he's really, really good. He did take place in one of Chikara's best matches of the year. It was against Danielson, but still. And Kingston is really good. He's good. He's good, I'll say. But like these two guys, this didn't work for me. This was slow. This was prodding. You know, I really couldn't get into this match that much. I didn't like this match that much. Next we get the BDK versus Syrian Porter, which was still really, really good. Match of the night. Probably saved the show from being the worst Chikara show of the year. But I thought it would be a lot better. I mean, I was telling people, oh my God, when still Syrian Portal fight the BDK, that match is going to be incredible. That match is going to be great. That's going to be the best BDK tag title defense all year, with a few exceptions. Maybe against the Colony. But it was just like every other title defense they've had, except it was not as good as their title defense against Incoherence. And it was not as good as their title win over the Colony. So really, like, yeah, it was just like the rest of them, in my opinion. So like it was while it was fun and it was really good, I just left the match feeling like this could have been better. So yeah, overall 6.75, just not a lot to. I mean, there are 4 good matches on this show. All 4 matches were fun, but the matches that I really, but still the crowd was just god awful through the show. It really hurts the rating of the show. So I'm 6.75, 2nd worst Chikara show of the year. Next, we get a show that probably no one, and I mean no one, has been talking about. AAW, Defining Moment, Fade to Black. Okay, I got into AAW last year because of the Defining Moment show that had Danielson versus Silas Young, which I think is a great, incredible match. And so once I found out Tyler Black would be on the Defining Moment show, I decided to purchase it. Now, I will admit, AAW had, some rough times. Danielson was supposed to come in and fight Silas Young in a rematch of their match the previous year. But Danielson was forced to drop all his indie dates once he went back to the WWE, with a few exceptions like NYWC, but like companies like AAW, obviously they weren't allowed to have Danielson on their shows. So it did really kind of, I could see with Danielson being on the show, I could actually see the show being really good, but because he wasn't, it suffered. Now there were 9 matches on the show, which I thought was just ridiculous, especially for a promotion like AAW. My problem with the show was the undercard. Matches 1 through 5, I thought all were very mediocre. Some were very slow, very prodding, weren't that good. I mean, the ratings aren't necessarily terrible. Like, you probably don't consider 2.5 a terrible rating, but for that particular match, it was not a good rating because those guys, because at the end, Aeroform did their high spots and it kind of saved the match a little, but that match was really slow. The opener I thought sucked. Crotch, I think, is fucking terrible. Larry Sweeney saved that match. Eric can't samurai this, so I actually thought it was alright. But then him losing immediately to Shane Hollister, which is why I gave that match an NA. Didn't like that much. Dan Lawrence versus Dan Corbin, also slow. Jeff Brooks, Mason Bex, slow. Didn't like it. Didn't like it. It wasn't that I was bored. I just didn't like it. The Sasha Ricochet was good, but I thought it would be a lot better. The 6-man was really surprising. The 6-man was a lot better than I thought it would be. I gave that 3.5. Well, Chuck Taylor, Johnny Gargano, Danny Duggan versus Trick Davis and Zero Gravity, a very underrated tag team. That match was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that match. Really put a nice part in the show. And the main event, Tyler and Jimmy versus House of Truth. It isn't really a great match. The match is really, really good. A lot of great stuff. One of the House of Truth's better matches of the year. But I call it great because of Tyler's speech afterwards, which I really, really liked. And I kind of felt deprived as an ROH fan who's been supporting Tyler Black for the past 2 years that I wasn't given I was kind of upset that he didn't get a great send-off. I mean, I know we expected to be booed out of the building in New York, but he wasn't. I'm sorry. Yes, he was at first. Like, if he had not played up the heel gimmick so much at the start of that match, he would not have been booed that much at all. And then by the end of the match, he was cheered like crazy. And, I wanted just like, I can understand. He was heel at the time. It made more sense the way he did it. But I'm glad that I did get my goodbye. I did get him on the microphone with the wrestlers in the ring. That made me really feel good inside. So, yeah, that match I did give 4 stars because of that. But, before it was a little disappointing. I give this show a 6.5. There's a really good match, a good match, and another really, really good match. The rest of the show fucking sucks. And it was just hard to sit through. There were 10 matches on this show. Too much. Next we get, I want to talk about the ROH double shot. Lord of Honor, I rewatched it. I was going to my plan was, I didn't rewatch the whole show. I rewatched the 2 tag matches and I rewatched one of the Briscoes matches. And part of the main event. My goal was to rewatch most of the matches, have different ratings, different overall rating, but I didn't. I had the exact same opinion on the show. I saw the stuff. In fact, in my opinion now, for sure, the chain match is the match that I know. I saw the Kings of Wrestling match again. I've seen it 4 times now. I still don't understand why some people think it's the Kings of Wrestling's best match of the year. Personally, I think you're crazy if you think that. But it is a great match, and the crowd was amazing, so I can understand. There's still it is still a great show. It's still giving an 8 out of 10. I thought I would have a completely different outlook on the show, but I didn't. Fade to Black. This, in my opinion, is one of the best Ring of Honor DVDs of all time. This DVD was incredible. Now the show was just all right. I mean, I personally didn't think it was bad. You look at the ratings are a little low, but each match was fun. I found the All Night Express match fun, the Roddy Strong match fun, the First Blood match a lot of fun, Austin Aries, Kyle O'Reilly, a lot of fun. The opener was fun. The tag match was fun. The main event was really good, not great. I have the feeling I'm going to be saying that a lot about Christopher Daniels. Besides his match with Davey Richards, this match was really good, not great. I heard his match with Brodie was really good, not great. I've been saying it for a while now. No comment. But yeah, it was fun. The ratings aren't that high, but I really enjoyed it. They introduced a lot of new talent on the show, which is what I liked. Mike Bennett, Kyle O'Reilly, Matt Tavern, and Sid Reeves. Maybe not those 2. Maybe not Brutal Bob Evans, but definitely Kyle O'Reilly and Mike Bennett. We'll be seeing a lot more of them in Ring of Honor in the future. The key to this DVD is the bonus matches. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches I rated 4 stars or more. Some are rated 4.5, 1 4 3/4. All the matches are incredible, absolutely incredible. The tag match against Kevin Steen and El Generico, amazing. The 4-way, amazing. Tyler Danielson, amazing. Both those matches. Against Nigel, amazing. Against the Briscoes, amazing. And against Kenny Omega and Brian Danielson, a 3-way, a lot of fun. So yeah, this is an amazing DVD. I give it a 9.5. The show really isn't that good, but the bonus matches on this DVD are just amazing. So yes, definitely highly recommend Fade to Black. In fact, I would recommend the show more than Death Before Dishonor 8 because I feel you get your money's worth more with this show. Definitely 9.5 out of 10. No, I'm not putting show rating 7.5. No, fuck that. DVD rating, the whole thing, 9.5. Pick it up. It's incredible. All right, let's review one old school wrestling show really quickly. I was going to review WCW Great American Bash 1989, but I don't have that much time, so I'm going to do it to Wrestle War 91. This was another amazing show from WCW. Amazing for its time. Obviously, nowadays, you just look at these ratings, you're like, why the hell did that get an 8.75? Well, for its time, this was a very, very, very high-quality show. The opener I thought was all right. I saw the show 4 months ago. Bear with me. Bobby Eaton, Brad Armstrong was good. Dusty Rhodes, Buddy Landell was good, all right. The Tracy Smith match was all right. And the Jimmy Garvin match was all right. But the Lex Luger Dance Baby match I thought was a lot of fun. Stan Hansen versus Vader, even though it ended in a no contest, so much fun. I really, really like Stan Hansen. In fact, that match made me want to see some more Japan stuff from him. Terrence Taylor, Tom Zank, fun. And the six-man women's match I thought was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed that. Never see that much. You don't see that great women wrestling in the United States from Japanese workers. And the War Games match is incredible, absolutely incredible. This is why the War Games are so amazing. This is the one where Brian Pillman got fucked up by Sid Vicious. And it really did. The psychology of this match was amazing. Everything about this match just worked perfectly. It was such an awesome match. Don't know if I would go the full 5. Maybe if I saw the match live, I would. But now, I'm not sure. So, yeah, but this show is great. 8.75. Go check out all the shows I recommended. I'm Big Red 310. I'm out, guys. See ya. Go buy my eBay stuff.